Anyway, hello everyone. So today I'm just going to be doing a small little video. I'm just basically going to try and do a single run of Balatro. Now I have played this a little bit before. As you can see from my collection, I'm missing a couple of things, but not too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to see. You can see here. I'm going to create a brand new one. Okay. As you can see here. Create, and this one is going to have absolutely nothing on it. So you can see all the zeros. So you start off with the basic deck, nothing else, with a single joker unlocked. The rest of them you still have to find, as you can see, and then you got all the ones that you need to unlock. And I'll touch a little bit on that as we go as well. Same with all these other stuff. So from here, let's just jump in. I'll be talking about some of the basics that I've picked up on, and some things that are not quite as well known, for beginners at least. And especially if you want to try and make it a little bit more further into the game a bit later on. So, because I've got a previous profile, as it were, there's no tutorial level, so to speak, as you can tell. Because normally you'd have a bit of a tutorial come up here. So it tells you all about the blinds and how you need to reach a certain score to pass the blind. You can play the blind by clicking on select, or down here you can skip it, and you get these little tags show here as to what they give if you skip it. Now this one would give me an Arcana pack, which allows me to pick up to 2 out of 5 tarot cards. But I'll get into that a little bit later. Just like this next one would be reroll in the boss blind, which is here. But for now, I'm going to select the small blind here. I need at least 300 chips to be able to win. Now, it's fairly straightforward. To be able to win, you play cards, which are based off poker hands. So quite simple. You got a high card here, which can be literally a single of any card. You got a pair, which is 2 of a single type of card. So in an example here, 2 nines. And then you got a 2 pairs, so it's like 2 aces with 2 fours. You got a 3 of a kind. You got a straight, which is 5 numbers in a row. So as it shows here, you got the 7, 8, 9, 10 jack. The most common one for this that some people struggle with is that the aces count as both low and high. So if you have an ace, you can do an ace 2, 3, 4, 5, or you can do a 10 jack, queen, king, ace. They work both ways. A flush is all of a single suit, for example, all hearts. Full house is where you have a 3 of a kind and a pair. 4 of a kind speaks for itself, and then there's a straight flush. Which is, as you see here, it's the same as a straight, but all the same suit. Now, there are hidden hands that you don't see here, and if you get a royal flush, which is the 10 jack, queen, king, ace, of all the same suit, in this game, it counts as a straight flush. Well, for scoring points anyway, for like, here is the number of hands that you've played of that type, and it counts for that. But we'll get a bit more into that. So right now, I've got some cards to play here, as you can see. You can sort it just by the ranks like this. It's got ace high, 9, double 2 8s, 2 6s, 5 and 4. You can also do it by the suits. To be able to play a hand, you can just simply select them. So here, I can go for a 2 pair if I want, and then I can click play. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to discard a couple of cards here. So I'm going to discard the 4, 5, the 9 and the ace. And I'm going to focus on these and hope that I get one of these so I can get a full house instead. So I'm going to discard this. So you see here I got a 7, queen, king, ace. Not quite what I was looking for, so I'm actually just going to discard one more. That didn't help me out either. And I just made a mistake, and that would have helped me out as well, because I accidentally got rid of the 6 instead of the 7. So right now, I'm just going to play the 3 8s, because I messed up. If I mess up too much in a single row, I will actually restart. So here I've got a flush. I'm hoping I won't screw up too much as I'm trying to talk you guys through some of this. Oh yeah, I forgot to show how these things work as well. So here is the shop. Now, you get 2 random cards that show up here. They could be any kind of cards. Typically they are what's called Joker cards. These go up here in this little section here. Typically you can have a maximum of 5 Jokers here. And I actually just noticed that even though I'm using my scroll wheel, you can't actually see it. So give me a moment. Capture the cursor. There we go. That helps, I believe. There we go. So yeah, here, 0 out of 5 Jokers for this little section here. This is what's called consumables. I'll get to that in a moment. But these are the Jokers. So this one, if I use this and then I sell it, I get a double tag. I talked about that before, how if you're skipping a run, a blind even, that there's a tag. If you have a double tag, whenever you skip one, it gives double of that tag. In this case, it would reroll the boss twice, but I don't want that. So in this one, it says that you earn money if the poker hand that you're playing is of a certain hand type. In this case, if you play a high card, I'll earn $4. And each round, which is basically each blind or the boss, that counts as a round, that will change. Right now that's a high card, and that's a pretty good way of getting money, but what I'm more interested in is this here. Down here, these are booster packs. There are various types. Here is a Celestial one, which is planet cards, and here is a Buffoon pack, which is for Jokers. Now this one I want, because these can give you some really good things. So here I've got a card that will give me 100 chips if I play a straight, and this here creates a tarot if the card that I'm playing, if I play a hand, but I have less than $4. Which can be kind of good, but for now I'm just going to go for the straight, because why not? And then I'm just going to go straight to the next round. So here I'm actually going to play this blind, and I actually have a straight. That's brilliant, actually. I almost actually have a straight flush, which I'm going to discard a couple to see if I might be able to get that. It's not looking likely, actually. So close. Yeah. I'm just going to play as it is. So here I'm going to go 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Now, when this is normally played, you can see on the left here, tells you what you're playing and what the base score is. Your score would normally be 30 times 4. Now, the chip side increases by the actual cards that you're playing. So in this case, that'll go from 30 to 39 to 47, 54, 60, 65. So that'll be 65 times 4. And then this will kick in, and it should be 165 times 4, which is more than enough for me to win. So as we watch, look here, see, 65, 165 times 4 is 660, and I win. And I skipped this part in the previous round, that when you win, there are a number of factors at play on how much money you get. So you usually get a base amount, which is usually about $4 for the actual blind itself. The more hands you have, you earn money. And then you got interest. This is when you have actual money itself. This is very important. You typically want to keep a minimum of $25 on you as much as possible. Now, that is difficult to do early on because, you know, you need jokers to be able to proceed. So typically you will want to spend a little, but keep a little. So you're kind of spending less than what you're making. I have some good stuff here, actually. We've got this little DNA looking thing, that if you play a single card on the very first hand, you create a duplicate of that card and add it to your deck. And here's another straight one, which just increases the multiplier. That one's a good one. But again, I'm going to go for this buffoon pack right here. And okay, so it gave me this one, which is as if I play a pair, I get money and a flat multiplier. I'm going to go for that one. Actually, that one is really good. So I'm going to go to the next round, and I've got the boss. Now this one, it says all club cards are debuffed. Now, this is handy because it just happens right away, actually. Clubs means that I get no score from that card. I can still play it as part of a hand, but when it comes to adding the total chips to the score, it's not counted. So in this case, if I played 10 or the 3, it wouldn't give me an extra bonus. Oh, this is useful. So right now I'm going to play these two, because I want the extra points. And then this one I'll jump in, 10 plus 4. Let's see. Oh, very nice. I've got a 10, a 9, an 8, a 7, and a 6. We've got a straight here. I was hoping I might be able to do something like this with a debuffed card so you can see what I'm talking about. But let's just keep going, shall we? Now, I have the default game speed at 2 times speed because I prefer it at that. But you can see here I've got 5 for the boss and then a 2 because of the amount of hands I've got, and then the interest, which is every $5, and I had 9, so obviously that kind of failed a little bit. This is a really good voucher to have, especially when you get a bit further into your run, because the more money you have, the more interest you will earn. But for now, that's not what I'm going to focus on. I will take this one. See, this is a planet card, okay? Now, planet cards are varies. And this one is Uranus, which means that if I buy this and if I use it, so yeah, I buy it and it goes up here in the top right. This is what's known as a consumable card. And tarot cards are also consumables. So in this case, if I use this card, it will level up the base amount for my 2 pair. So here, my 2 pair is 20 times 2. Now if I do this, that will go up to a 40 times 3. You see here, it's now a level 2, and it gives me more base chips and more base multiplier. This is very, very handy. You typically want to level up what you're playing the most. Now, earlier on, that's kind of difficult to do because you don't necessarily know what you need. Right now, I'm going to do something a little different, because here, I can play it, I can get the $3 for the normal event. But this one here, this is a very good tag. This is to build up your econ, or your economy, which is your money. Very, very important to be able to build this as quickly as possible. So because right now I have $14, and this tag allows me to double that. It says a maximum of $40. That just means that if I have 40 or more, it will only give me 40. But right now I've got 14, so if I double it, that'll go up to 28. Which is more money than I would get than I would from playing it. The only difference is, as you'll see, is when I skip it, I don't get the shop right away. You go into a shop every time you beat a blind or a boss. But if you skip it, you do not get the shop. So there's a bit of a trade-off there. Right now, this next one is the next match that I'm in will increase my hand size. I honestly don't care about that right now. So what I'll be doing is I will be playing this blind. I have $20, which means at the end of this, I will have $5 in interest. But you will notice that when we get to it any moment. Right now, I'm just going to discard these 4 because I have a flush here, almost. So let's try this. Oh, very close, very close. 7, 6, 5. Okay, so 7, 6, 5, 3, 2. Come on. The only thing I want right now is another flush. As another club, which it did not give it to me, and that was my very last discard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this 2 pair, and I'm going to play this 10 with it, because it counts as like a free discard sort of thing. But yeah, let's just do this. So I got my Tuper, which I had leveled up previously, so now I'm getting a little bit more extra score from it. Not the greatest, but not the worst. So let's see what more we can do. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got a straight. And because of that, I got the straight here, which gives me extra chips. So let's just play this. There we go. Just checking something else. Does it tell me what my run is? No. There we go. So yeah, I got the 4 from the blind, 2 because of the amount of hands, and an extra 5 because of the amount of money I have. So now I'm up to 39. And here is one of my favourite ones. The banana. Plus 15 mult. And there's a 1 in 6 chance that the card is destroyed at the end of a round. It might seem terrible because it mentions that there's a chance that it's destroyed. But trust me when I say this is a very good card, and you actually want that to trigger because it will unlock something that becomes even more insane. Right now, I was thinking about buying this, which I'm actually going to do. I know that brings me down to 24, but in the long run, it will help me out. Now here, unfortunately, it shows... okay, so everything face down. Ooh, actually, this might help. I'm hoping this is a flush, but there's a chance that one of these is a diamond. Yeah. The ace was the only one that were all diamonds except for the ace. Oh my god. That's a kick in the teeth, that one. So that's fine, that's fine. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just discard these 4. And look at this, we actually have another flush. I'm going to go for this one, actually. So here we go, add in the points, give me the mult and the extra mult, and there we go, we win. And there we go, it just come up there, it destroyed, it said extinct. I can't believe it actually happened on the first try. I've went turns where it's went like 6 or 7 rounds without triggering. So here we've got 2 new jokers. This one is like a random amount of mult. You never know what you're going to get, it'll just be randomly. However, this particular joker has a neat little trick that some people know, but not everyone seems to know, is when you'll see occasionally the text will change and you see a little red bit that's got a little at, and then it's got a number and a letter. In this case, if you look at it and if you pause at the right moment or slow down the video, you'll see that right now it's shown a +2S. That means that the first card I'm going to draw next will be a 2 of spades. And I think that might show up right now because here I've got some more packs. Now this one, a standard pack, it's good and it's bad at the same time, depends on what kind of run you're having. It adds a playing card into your deck. Spectral cards are completely different. They're also consumables. These ones I love for various reasons. Now look here, 2 of spades. As I said, I was going to have a 2 of spades and there's a 2 of spades. Now, this is where things can get interesting for you folks. So spectral cards come in all shapes and sizes. Ouija converts all cards in the hand, which you see here, into a single random rank. And as a drawback for that, it increases the maximum cards you can hold in your hand by 1. So right now you can see here I have 8 cards on my hand. My hand size will then become 7 if I activate that. Ectoplasm, it will add a negative onto one of my jokers, and again as a drawback it will reduce my hand size by 1. Now a negative is a decent card because when you make a Joker negative, this number changes. So if I played it right now, that would say 2 out of 6 because it technically increases the amount of slots you've got. And the more negatives you got, the more Jokers you can hold. There's also a way of having a negative versions of consumables as well, but that's like a more advanced thing. And then we've got Cryptid, which if I select any of these cards, for example, the Queen of Spades right here, that would add 2 extra copies of it into my deck, essentially. And then Immolate. This one, people have mixed opinions about, but I'm going to do it, and I'll tell you why. It destroys 5 of those cards randomly and gives you $20. The reason you want this is because by removing cards, you're making it a little bit more consistent to draw the cards you want. And there are certain jokers and there are certain things that you can unlock by having a certain number of cards in your deck. There's actually 2 Steam achievements, one for having less than 20 cards and one for having more than 80 cards in your deck. But the main reason people remove them is to make things more consistently. And it becomes very, very useful. Well, this one, I am actually going to do this one. What was this saying here? It's the 7 of Spades. It's going to be in my first hand by the looks of it. Actually, let's keep it there. So here, if I skip, I get a Mega Standard Pack, which is 2 of 5 playing cards. I don't want that. That's both of those. I really don't want that. So I'm just going to play. So... Oh, okay. So let's have a look at what we have. We've got a 2-pair. No, we don't have a 2-pair. We've got a pair. Got 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna discard. No, wait a minute. I'm gonna discard these ones. Okay. I remove a 6 and it gives me another 6. That's quite typical in my luck. Oh, I've got 4 clubs and 4 spades. I also am kind of close to a flush here as well. So, you know what? I'm going to remove these. I was hoping for a diamond there. And, okay. I did not get a diamond. I have 1 left. But I do have a straight, so 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm just going to play it. Actually, I'm going to take the 6 off because I can add the ace. Ace 2, 3, 4, 5, which is really good because the ace gives me more points to add to my score. See, that time that gave me a plus 10 mil right there. That's what I meant by random. Sometimes it'll give you nothing, or 1 or 2, and sometimes it'll give you like 15, 20. You know, it's actually really handy. So let's see what we've got here. So we've got this one, plus 15 chips if the hand that you play is a straight. This one, every time you discard a 3, which the rank changes every round, you gain $5. This one, all cards in the shop will be cheaper. I'm going to buy this one because that'll be useful for later. I'm going to keep my 50 and I'm going to go to the next round and play. Wow. Okay, so I got 4, 5, 6, 7, all clubs. I have a flush. I'm going to try for a straight flush right now. So I need a 3 or an 8. Not the 3 I was hoping for. Yeah. There's an 8 there, but it wasn't the 8 I was hoping for. Okay. So I don't have a straight flush, unfortunately. But I'm going to go for these ones and play. See, 22 right there. Now, let's see what else I can do. Not much, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do high card here. I'm going to leave this because that gives me an opportunity for a straight, which is just a 9 or an ace. And I got an ace. Perfect. Straight. Play. That should give me the win, I believe. Yep, there we go. Now, you might notice down the bottom left here, it says ante. That is, an ante is this entire thing. You know, a small blind, a big blind, and a boss. You need to get through 8 antes. You need to finish the boss on the last 8th ante, and you have won a run. And then from there, you get a choice of endless mode, so you basically go until you lose, or you can just start a brand new run. Either way, whichever works for yourself. Here is the fun part. The Fool is a tarot card. This particular one creates the last tarot or planet card that was used during this run, or in my case, it was Uranus for the 2 pair. And then I've got this one, which you earn money at the end of the round. A Mega Arcana pack, very useful. I'm going to buy that. And a Buffoon pack, which I'm also going to buy. Not what I was hoping for. So this one gives me extra multi for each heart that I play. This one gives me an extra discard every round. And also, because it's a special holographic card, that means it adds 10 mult to any of my hands. And I've just got a new deck unlocked. I'm going to buy this pack as well. Ooh, I love this one. So I've got a difficult choice here, if I'm being honest, and because I've got a Hermit. It doubles my money to a maximum of $20. So that means that because I hold 54, if I collect this, I will only get 20 from it. Moon, you can select 3 cards up here and change them into clubs. Strength, really good if you want specific cards. You can increase the rank of 2 cards, so like right now if I selected a 9 and an 8, that would upgrade them to a 9 and a 10. Lovers, I make any one of these a wild card, and if it's a wild card, it counts as any suit. And then Death is where I can turn 1 card into another, so like right now if I drag this over here, and I selected these 2, I can turn the 2 into an ace. I also have this Fool, so I'm actually going to buy the Hermit, because I get 2 cards because of this pack that I'm in. And then I'm going to turn the Fool into that Hermit, so I can get even more money. Simple as that. Now I've got a choice here, which I will do. I will actually turn this 2 into an ace using this Death card. And you know what? I'm going to buy this as well. Now here, you can re-roll the shop, which re-rolls these cards here. And I've just got 2 of the best cards I could have asked for right now. So I'm actually going to sell this one. And you know what? I'm going to sell this one too. Because this here allows my flushes and straights to be used with only 4 cards. Perfect. Now, before, I mentioned the banana and why you wanted it. And this is the reason right here. Because before, the banana was giving me a plus 15 to the multiplier of the hand that I play. Has a 1 in 6 chance to be destroyed, and it creates this card, which gives me a times 3, which I will get into in a moment, because this one is amazing. And as you can see, it has a 1 in 1,000 chance to be destroyed. So it's very difficult to be destroyed, and that is what I want. So I'm going to play the next round here. It says I can only play 1 hand type this round, which means I can only play one of these kinds. And since I've been doing straights a lot, I most likely want a straight, which I can now do with a 4 cards instead of 5, which I will be getting into. So right now I've got a 2, 3, 4. I need a 5 there, so I'm gonna discard these 2. Okay, not what I wanted. You will work actually, because right now I've got a king, queen, jack, 10. And you know what, I'm going to play this extra king, just because I can discard it for these guys. So right now I've got a 30 times 4. Now, this is going to go quickly. Actually, I can slow this down actually. I can go into my settings, game speed. I'm going to go half for this one, just so you can see how this one works. So the jokers go, you've seen me moving them around, and that's because when they activate, they go in order from left to right. And this is where, when you have special cards, it comes in extremely useful, but we might be able to see that again soon. So because I've got a straight here, first thing it's going to activate is my 100 chips. So that will add 100 onto the score of here, which in my case will only be an extra 40. So it goes to 70, then 170, and then here it will add a 10 to the 4. So it'll be 70 times 14. This will turn that 14 and triple it. Okay, so you need to make sure you're not getting them mixed up with the plus and the times and the multiply. You know, the multiplication. The multiplicative ones are insane if you can stack them. If you have multiple multiplications, it can get insanely high, and you can earn millions with just a single hand, which is basically the main aim when you get high later on in the game. So yeah, right now it should go to 170 times 42, I believe. So let's just play this. Oh no, it does actually play that, so it should be 50. So yeah. See, it's going really slow, just so you can see how it's adding up. 180, 14 to 42, for a total 7,560. Perfect. And that just unlocked a new Joker as well. And that's me now at ante 4. Put that back to 2 because that's what I like. So I got my 5 from the boss, 3 because of the amount of hands I had, and 10, 4 from this golden Joker that I've got here, and 10 interest because of all the money that I've got. I earned $22. Oh, wow. So this voucher increases my hand size. I want that. That is very useful to have. This one can be good, but it can also be a pain. As you can tell, but this one has become a special card, so this one is a holographic now. But this particular card, each card played with a club suit gives a 1.5 multiplier to the mult when scored. The suit of that changes every round. Now, the best kind of cards you want to use that on would most likely be flushes, would be wild cards, because they can literally be anything. And this can be any random suit. I don't know if it only picks suits that are in your deck. So if you manage to reduce your entire, you convert your entire deck into a single suit, if it just stays that or not. That I haven't managed to test out yet. Overall, it is a good card if you get it. So here I'm going to go for an Arcana pack because I have not selected one yet. Actually, I have. So right now I've got the Moon. I can convert cards into clubs. Diamonds from the star card, or another death. So I can convert another card into another card. I'm going to go for the ace again. Just because why not? And then I'm going to go for the Celestial pack. So, because of this mega Celestial pack, I get to pick 2 of these. So as you can see, I've got an Earth, a Mars, a Neptune, a Pluto, and a Jupiter. Earth card will level up my full houses. A Mars, a 4 of a kind. A Neptune, a straight flush. A Pluto is a high card, and a Jupiter is a flush. So right now I'm going to level up the flush and the straight, because those are the 2 things I'm working on the most in this run so far. As you will see here, I've gotten 3 flushes, 6 straights, 2 pairs and 2 highs. But those are just mean, yeah. So I'm actually going to re-roll once more. Oh, look, another flush one. Perfect. So yeah, sometimes you can get the tarot cards or the planet cards in this little bit here as well. Oh wow, I did not expect that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove this one, and I'm going to buy this one. I like the multiplications better. So here, if I skip this, I will earn $14. It gives you $1 for every hand that you have played during this entire run. So for me, that's 14 hands. But I'm actually going to not do that because I will earn more money by not doing it. Wow, that's one interesting hand. So let's go for these. Okay, so I'm going to go for the 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just get rid of the 3. And let's play that. Ooh, that was almost a single round there, yeah. 9, 10, Jack, Queen. I'll get rid of it 4. Now it's a win. It's funny, if I got rid of the gold joker instead of the other one, I probably could have won that in a single hand. But right now, I kind of like the extra money, although I might not need it for very long. Times the amount of the hand that you're playing has already been played. That could get super good sometimes. And this one, if you play only 4 cards exactly, then this joker will gain 4 chips. Which means every time it's played during the score round, that's how many chips you will get. I don't want it. I'm going to go for the Celestial though. And use the Earth. And you know what? I am actually going to destroy this one to get this one. Here we go. So here, this one's a coupon tag. So the next time you're in the shop, the initial 2 cards you get at the top will be for free, and the 2 booster packs will be free. I'm not going to do that, because I want money instead. Which, right now, is pretty intriguing actually. I can go for a 2 pair if I wanted, but I'm not going to. There we go. King, Queen, Jack, 10. 9. I might as well go for the full one. Obviously, I'm not going to win this hand. I got close though. So the next straight I play is going to trigger that one and that one. So it's going to triple here and then triple again. I might want to slow this one down actually, come to think about it. Perfect actually. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So watch the score here. 16, 26, 78 to 234. A big jump. That's why you can tend to want to stack these. Justice turns a card into a glass card. And what a glass card does is it gives you a ×2 mult to your hand. Now that triggers before any of your jokers. That's when the card is scored. And again, with glass cards, because they're quite fragile, there's a 1 in 4 chance that when you play it, it will get destroyed. So it's a bit of a 50-50, and if you want to play it, they can be good, but they can be kind of annoying when they're destroyed. So you can have to pick and choose your battles, so to speak, you know. Ooh, I'm gonna go Hermit actually. Screw it. Right now I only need 50, so let me just spend a little bit. Do this. Yeah, you know what to do this. That one can be good if you get it early enough, because every time you re-roll the shop, that increases in score. And this one, it gives you extra chips whenever you play with the face cards, which is the Jacks, Queens and Kings. Got one more. That one's good early on. If that's the very first one that you get, it can be useful. But for me, it does not help me right now. So I'm just going to go to the next one. And I'm going to play this. Now this one's a tricky one. It's not the most annoying one, tricky one, but it can be annoying in a different sense, because as you see here, when you play a hand, it decreases the level. So for me right now, if I play a flush, it will go from a level 4 to a level 3, which will then lower my score. It's kind of like an incentive to not play your best cards, you know. I'm not going to use that right now, but I will do this, actually. Play the Magician turns these into lucky cards. Lucky cards has a 1 in 5 chance to add a 20 to your mult, or a 1 in 15 chance to give you $20. Now I'm going to play this. Oh yeah, as if I played a flush, but I've been playing straights lately. I really should actually play that. Oh. See, right now, because I got the death, I can easily get a full house right now. But, let me have a look. Right now, I have a 30 plus times 4. There's a potential it could be better. But I'm going to keep what I've got, and I'm going to go... Hey, nine, jack. You know what, actually? I'm going to... New. Okay. I was hoping I might be able to get a straight flush there, but that's fine. Jack 10, 9, 8, 7. Because look at that, only the 10. That's insane. You know, while I'm here, actually, I'm going to turn this 4 into an ace. Just because I can do it, you know. Just give me a moment, sorry. Just notice I clicked the queen there by mistake instead of the jack, so... let's just do this. Okay. Anyway, let's play. That should be a fairly decent score, I think. Now, these cards here are a great combination because some cards, as you can tell, have a synergetic effect. Now, if you have a pair, a 2-pair, and a full house bonus jokers that give a bonus, and you play a full house, it will trigger all of them. Because a full house contains a pair, it contains 2-pair, it also contains a 3 of a kind, and then it also contains the full house itself. So that's like 4 different types of jokers that like this that it can trigger. You know, so they're a really good synergetic effect for that. Not always ideal, but again, it depends on the kind of run that you're having. So right now, let me just do this. Right, I don't really want any of these, but I'm going to use the Emperor, which creates 2 new tarot cards. They're fairly decent ones, actually. Let me just go for the Celestial one. Neptune is a straight flush. I don't want that. Oh, actually, I kind of do. Let me just go for that one. Because if I get a straight flush, that triggers my flush card, my straight card, and gets me so much more. So I'm going to buy this. This gives me a permanent +1 discard. Reroll. Alright, red card. Because I got that so late, not so good. And that one is a straight flush. And no thank you. One more. That increases for the amount of tarot cards that you've used, which for me right now, not the greatest because I get better bonuses, and that's a no, so I'm just going to go to the next. I'm just going to play this. Ooh, interesting. Now got multiple kinds of 2 pairs. Okay. I'm actually just going to discard all these. You know what? Okay. There's a full house, because why not? Now, there's a secret hand not many people know about. If these were all the same suit, so if I had all of these be spades, for example, you'd unlock a secret hand called a flush house. There's like 3 or 4 secret hands, and that's one of them. Oh, so close. I almost had the queen one there. Let's just remove this one, and this one, and this one. Ooh. Come on, just give me the card for a straight flush. Nope, nope, nope. Oh man. Well, I got a straight. That's it. It's not. That's weird that that's actually counting, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Huh. 4 of 5 are the same. So why is it counting? It shouldn't. But I can make it if I do this. So now it's a wild card. So now it counts as anything. So now it's officially a royal. That was weird. Huh. Anyway, let's just play this, because this will trigger, and then it's going to be fairly high, or decent, should I say. Yeah. Spades full. I'm just going to buy that and go for this Arcana pack. Now, one little trick that could be useful is sometimes if you're not wanting specific tarots to show up, but they show up in that first little tab of the shop, if you buy it and keep it up here, when you open the booster packs, they will not show up in the booster packs. So you can kind of lock what's in it, so to speak. Right now, I don't really feel like any of these. I guess let's just go for this ace and turn it into a glass card. Because why not? Reroll. Then, you know what, no. Let's go for the next card. Okay. Huh. I've got an idea. Sort of. Actually, no. I won't do that. I'm gonna play this. Okay. And you know, actually, no. I'm just gonna do this. Oh no, I wanted to do it the other way about. I'm an idiot. That's never mind. I mean, I still passed, so that's fine. Okay, Celestial pick. I'm gonna go for Jupiter. Interesting. If only that was a negative card actually instead, because that boosts the amount of money that I get at the end of each round. So right now, I get $1 for every 5. Okay, to a maximum of $10 at the end of each round. This would double it, so I get $2 for every 5 I have. So instead of having a maximum of 10, I would then get a maximum of 20, which is actually quite insane when you think about it. See, these are kind of situational. I mean, that is useful. Ooh, you know. I'm going to risk one more. No. This is good early on, but no. Or at least in my opinion it is. I mean, a lot of people might not agree with that. I'm going to take full advantage of this thing, by the way. 4, 5, 6, okay. No jacks. Wow. Yeah, this here, draw 3 cards every time you play or discard. Making a huge benefit of it, because just discarding 1, I draw 3. Look at all that. Okay. Oh, I have a straight flush right now. A royal flush even. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10. Perfect. Play it. Ooh, almost one go. That was actually the actual queen I needed, and I don't have another jack. But I can go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gives me another straight flush. See, that last one triggered because a royal flush is the same as a straight flush in this. Very useful. Look at that. 104,000 total. Very useful. This is good if you can build a king deck. So, like, if you manage to reduce your total deck count and have every single card be a king, that comes incredible. And there are 2 ways that can benefit even further. That's if you can turn your playing cards into what's known as a steal card, which we haven't actually gotten to yet. No, I'm not even going to buy that yet. And another thing that we haven't got yet is from spectral cards, you can place what's known as a seal onto certain cards. If you get a red seal, it plays that card twice. So in that case, with that specific joker, it would play the king twice for a double effect. And if it's a steal, it's basically playing 6 times. What's this one again? Upgrade. Oh, yes. This one is amazing. Getting this is very difficult. It's so rare to get this, but yeah. This is what's also another... This doesn't happen very often, actually. It's a spectral card that shows up in the Celestial packs. But this particular one, as you can see, these ones would just do a single hand type by 1 level. This is doing them all. So right now I've got 2, 1, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. I play this, and all the ones go to 2, and so on. So yes, that's the best choice to have here. All hands increased. So look, see, they've all went up. Absolutely insane. I did not expect that. I'm actually going to skip this one because it's a spectral pack, and I love the spectral packs personally. And we got Familiar and Trance. So familiar, okay. So this is what I mean, a seal. It adds a blue seal onto a card. And if that card is in your hand during your final hand, you get a planet card that basically boosts that hand. So in my examples, or of that last played one, if I had a card that had a blue seal in my hand when I played that last straight flush, I would have gotten the Saturn. I don't think it was a Saturn card. The Neptune card, I think it was, that increases the level of my straight flushes. And then Familiar does what it says. Destroys one of those cards at random to give me 3 enhanced face cards. Now enhanced, I'm going to do it so you can see, are these ones. And I'm going to play this so you might be able, so I can show you. I didn't draw any, but oh, I've got a straight. So right here, I'm going to open up my deck. A gold card is an enhanced card. A mult card is an enhanced card. A glass card is also an enhanced card, by the way. And you've also got steel cards. While it's in your hand, it gives 1.5 mult. So yeah, if you had a Steel King deck, just nothing but Steel Kings, with red seals on them, you're laughing, because you've basically just instantly win. So I'm just going to do this. Yeah. Right away. Now if I can get myself another straight, which I can, actually. But first of all, I'm going to do this. Ooh. Technically, okay, got that one. Okay. Yeah, that last one didn't trigger because a straight and a straight flush is slightly different. Which, to be fair, I probably should thanks for the normal straight, but you know, I've never actually properly used this one, to be honest. This one I've used a number of times, but I'm not going to right now. Let's go for a Celestial pack. Neptune, yes, let's level that one up. The straight flush. And do a reroll. I'm not even going to go for the Earth. I'm going to grab the Death though. And what next? All hearts are debuffed. I actually might be able to play you a debuffed hand, actually, come to think of it. Actually, yes, I can. Never mind. So I'm just going to do this 10, 9, 8, 7. You know, I'm going to add that 9 just for the sake of it. Yeah. Actually, first things first, I'm going to take this 5 and I'm going to turn it into a queen. Yes. And then I'm going to do this. So I get a straight. So you'll notice, as it's counting them, I didn't get any points for that. If one of those gold cards had been debuffed, that would not have given me gold at the end of this round. Oh, but do I want to do that? Use those or keep them? This is a tricky one. I'm going to show you another secret hand by sacrificing in a minute. One, two, 3, 4. You know of a 4 of a kind? 5 of a kind. And then there's a step even further beyond that, is if they're all the same suit, which in this case I can actually do right now. Flush 5. Insane. So there's two secret hands. A 5 of a kind and a flush 5 of a kind. It's beautiful. Okay, don't really feel like using any of those. Strength, eh? Or Emperor. I'm gonna go for the Emperor. Oh, Hermit, nice. Hermit. And then use the fuel to get another Hermit. And use the Hermit. Let's do some rerolls. Just in case I need it. No thanks. That's all for now. Here we go. Okay. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost. I need a king. I've got a king now, so yeah. A royal flush. Let's go. Just for future cases. And just to satisfy the OCD-ness of some people. Just play that. I'll get me over the top here. I've got 49 cards in my deck right now. I had less than that earlier, but it's lower than what it normally is. You know what, I'm going to buy you. And I'm going to buy you. And I'm going to... Oh look, I've got the Eris. Yeah, Eris is a planet card that you would not normally have until you have played this hand. So I'm going to buy it just so it adds to the collection. For this round anyway. Yeah, I'm just going to play the next card next round. Okay. Interesting. You know what? There we go. Straight. I need a queen. Speak of a queen and get a queen. Love it. Let's just play a couple of Arcanas. Wheel of Fortune. Let's try this. That did not work. So that has a chance of turning one of my jokers into a special card like this one. Which for me right now, I'm actually just going to use the Fool again. So it tells you here, it can turn it into a foil, which gives you extra chips. Holographic, adds a +10 to the mult. Or a polychrome, which gives you a 1.5 times multiplier. Okay, so here I can only play one hand. Oh, well, this is going to be really tricky for me, actually. Actually, maybe not. If I get it wrong... Oh, Jesus Christ. What would really help me out right now? Flush 5, maybe. Straight flush, probably, definitely. So a straight flush is what I need. Hmm. I'll keep that on. You know what? Do this. I need a king. I really need a king. Because that is what will get me what I want. You know, do this. There's a king. Although, I just realised I just messed up by getting rid of the jack. No, 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 no. Don't do this to me. I'm an idiot. No, let's go for the flush. Come on. Oh, no, 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 no. I've really screwed up. Ace, king, queen, 10, 9. Yep. This is what happens when you get greedy and mess up. Because right now the only thing I can do is a flush. Which is good, but I don't think it's going to help me out here. If I do this... will that play? I do not know. No, it doesn't. See? That's what happens. So yeah, this was a random seed. So that's that. So yeah, unlocked a new deck there. Unlocked a new joker. This will happen a few times, so it tells you what I did and what I got. 10,000 in one hand, gives me that. A yellow deck. Max out the interest per round for 10 consecutive rounds, you can see this. Which is unbelievable. And yeah, stuff that didn't show because I had gotten it during the run. So you can see all the jokers here. So yeah, if you buy this one first, which is the banana shows, and if it destroys itself, you can unlock this one. It's amazing. So yeah, that is just my little run of Balatro. Sorry I didn't actually succeed in it, but maybe next time. But thank you very much for joining. If there's anything I forgot to cover while playing a run, just to give you the general gist of it, let me know. But until then, catch you all next time. Thank you very much. Bye.